In a moment that left audiences howling with laughter, and Prince Harry's supporters fuming, John Oliver took aim at the Duke of Sussex's closing ceremony speech at the 2025 Invictus Games during his appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. The British comedian, known for his sharp wit and brutal honesty, did not hold back as he ridiculed what he called one of the most painfully self-indulgent speeches ever given at a sporting event. With Colbert egging him on, Oliver dismantled the speech, line by line, reducing the royal's carefully crafted words to what he described as an overlong, self-congratulatory TED talk with a royal accent. The audience erupted in laughter as Oliver delivered his signature sarcastic breakdown, turning what was supposed to be an inspiring moment for wounded veterans into yet another headline-grabbing embarrassment for Harry. The controversy started when The Late Show aired a brief clip of Prince Harry's closing speech, in which he declared, "The Invictus Games is more than a competition. It is a movement, a revolution of courage, one that I have had the privilege of guiding with my vision." Before the clip even ended, Oliver cut in, rolling his eyes dramatically. "Oh yes, Harry. You, single-handedly, with your mighty royal hands, have guided this revolution of courage," he said mockingly. Because, as we all know, nothing embodies the struggle of wounded veterans more than a man who grew up in a palace complaining about how hard life is. Colbert chuckled, adding, "I mean, he does love the word privilege." Oliver smirked, "Yes, and he's living proof that privilege doesn't always come with self-awareness." The audience roared with laughter as the segment continued, with Oliver taking jabs at what he called Harry's habitual need to center himself in every story. Prince Harry's closing remarks at the Invictus Games 2025 were meant to be a unifying message, but critics argue they were more about him than the athletes. At one point, Harry compared his personal struggles to those of the injured veterans, stating, "We all carry our wounds, seen or unseen. I understand the weight of expectations, the pressure of carrying a name, a title, and the judgment that comes with it." Oliver pounced on this. Did he just compare being Prince Harry to being a soldier who lost a leg in combat? "Because I feel like that's what he did," he said, feigning disbelief. Colbert, wiping tears of laughter, chimed in, "Yes, John, because nothing says battle scars like being booed at a polo match." Within minutes of the show airing, social media exploded with reactions. The hashtag Prince Privilege began trending on Twitter, with users divided between those who found Oliver's takedown hilarious and those who thought it was an unfair attack. One viral tweet read, "John Oliver just did to Harry what the British tabloids have been trying to do for years, expose his hypocrisy, but with jokes instead of headlines." Another user wrote, "Imagine being a soldier who fought in Afghanistan, lost a limb, and then sitting there listening to Prince Harry tell you he understands your struggle because he's a royal exile in Montecito." However, Harry's supporters were quick to defend him. One fan account tweeted, "John Oliver mocking Prince Harry? How predictable. Just another jealous Brit who can't stand that Harry is actually doing something meaningful with his life." This isn't the first time Prince Harry's public speeches have been criticized for appearing self-centered. Over the past few years, his attempts to balance his royal past with his newfound celebrity status in America have often been met with skepticism. Royal commentator Richard Eden noted, "Harry seems to struggle with separating his own experiences from the cause he's supporting. While he has played a crucial role in Invictus, the focus should be on the veterans, not on how hard it was for him to grow up as a prince." Others argue that Harry's frequent references to his personal struggles make him more relatable, but when placed in the context of a veteran-focused event, they come across as tone-deaf. Behind the scenes, sources within the Invictus Games organization are reportedly unhappy with how Harry's speech was received. According to an insider, some of the organizers were hoping for a more direct message about the athletes, rather than another deep dive into Harry's personal journey. The veterans are the real heroes here. There are even whispers that some sponsors expressed concerns over how the Duke's speech shifted the attention away from the competitors, raising questions about whether his role in the Games should be reevaluated. Following the backlash, sources close to Prince Harry claim he is not bothered by John Oliver's remarks. One insider stated, "Harry has faced worse. He's used to criticism from British media and comedians. He believes in his message and won't change his approach because a comedian made jokes about him." However, there are signs that the backlash has caught his attention. A well-placed source revealed that Harry's team is working on a public statement reinforcing his commitment to the Invictus Games and emphasizing that his words were meant to inspire, not overshadow. As Prince Harry continues his post-royal career, incidents like this raise questions about how he is perceived in both the UK and the US. While he still enjoys strong support among certain groups, others see him as increasingly out of touch. Media analyst Caitlin Riley commented, "There's a fine line between using your platform to support a cause and making yourself the main character. Harry hasn't quite mastered that balance yet, and public figures like John Oliver are going to keep calling him out on it." John Oliver's takedown of Prince Harry's speech has once again put the Duke of Sussex in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons.